So this is it. This is my home gym, and it is not like any other home gym because this is in a high-rise apartment. So my current setup, I'm very fortunate that I was able to get all the equipment that I wanted. Now, I decided to build this home gym around the end of March, so things were sold out. So I did have to wait for things to go into stock. But I have a monitor extension. I personally use Distill, but you can monitor changes to a website. For instance, going from out of stock to in stock, you can basically immediately go and purchase them before anybody else, even before any kind of email group or anything. So that's a pro tip for you guys. If you want to be the first person for in stocks, make sure you get some sort of web monitoring tool, and you can choose to monitor those changes and then get on it as soon as you get a notification. So let me show you guys around the entire setup. So I made sure to place the entire setup on flooring that was able to handle this much weight. As you guys can see, the rack has weight. The rack has the helical plates on there, as well as the cage. There's a lot of weight, and then me on top of that. There's a lot of weight sitting on the flooring. So the flooring should be able to take weight without me and everything else going through it. So the best place to put something that is extremely heavy is against two load-bearing walls. So this is a load-bearing wall, and this is also a load-bearing wall in the back. And these are both made of concrete, as well as the flooring being made of concrete. So basically the floor is able to handle extremely high pounds per square inch live load because of the concrete and being against the wall. It's concrete. There's literally no sound right here as well. Concrete, it's not hollow. Concrete. 3 concrete places against a corner. So this is the best place for the equipment to be. So I would definitely suggest that if you are in an apartment, to put against 2 live load-bearing walls, and to possibly, if you can, have them be made of concrete. Although I know a lot of places will not be made of concrete. This building is, because it's supposed to be able to handle earthquakes. In terms of area, this thing is on 2 4x8 plywoods. So this distributes the force evenly. So basically the amount of weight that I have on it, if it was just sitting on a specific area on the floor, it'd be too heavy. The plywood makes sure to distribute the force evenly across the entire area of the plywood. I have 2 plywoods, 4x8s, that I did not cut out, so that 32 square feet of the plywood force would be applied on the floor. Then on top of the plywood, which helps with the weight, I have rubber stall mats, which helps protect the floor as well as deaden the noise if there is any noise. You guys are probably wondering, do I deadlift or do my dead stop pendley rows? I do not do it in the apartment. I actually bring it outside the apartment and do it on the concrete over there. I bring up everything, bring it downstairs on a dolly, and lift there. Just because even though the floor is concrete and is properly padded, I believe you can still hear through the flooring. I can hear a decent amount of noise. I mean, I can't hear like the neighbors or anything like that, but I feel like it's a little disrespectful. So I just make sure I do my deadlifts and my rows outside. So for safeties, because I lift by myself, and because my girlfriend Ashley usually cannot spot the weight that I do properly if I were to do a maximal lift, I have a bunch of safeties. I have safeties outside the rack. I have the safety sling inside the rack to help. The weights that I am using are helical weights. So I'll show you. I have 20 kilo helical weights. I have 15 kilogram helical weights. I have the 5, the 2.5, the 0.5, and a bunch of other change plates. On top of the helical plates, they're extremely expensive, by the way, but they were the only ones that were in stock at that time. But they actually worked out because I am powerlifting. I will be doing my first USAPL powerlifting meet, hopefully by 2020, if not 2021. So I need those calibrated weights for the accuracy. So, and also be able to hold up enough weights during my deadlifts. Also have 25-pound Rogue weights. I still have to get the equivalent helical weights, but they were out of stock. So I'm waiting for those. But those 25-pound Rogue weights, I use it on these loadable dumbbells. we're gonna be able to lift outside the cage as well as inside the cage. So right here, I have regular premium J cups with plastic to protect the bar. I have the spotters outside as well. And then I also have the monolift attachment. Basically, the bar sits on here, and then it lets go and is able to basically help with the walkout. I use these for squats, so I squat inside of this cage. I do overhead press with these. And then these are roller J cups, and they basically help with setting up my bench so I don't have to spend a lot of energy centering the bar. And I lift off of there. And then it's caught with these safety slings on the inside to help. So this is my setup, and then the pull-ups up here. These are knurled bars, right here, knurled. I usually grip out here wide on the straight bar. There's a knurled outside bar as well, the straight bar right here. This one right here, there's multi-grip handles for all my lifts. So I have two different barbells. I have the 20 kg Ohio Power Bar. This one is very stiff compared to regular barbells at the gym. Also, this one specifically has a lower, because it's the IPF certified one, it has a shorter collar, so you can load more weights. Also, a negative about that is it actually hits some of the weights if you're not careful, because it's so much closer to the center of the bar. So this one has an aggressive knurl. I like aggressive knurling. And then I also have the Bear Steel 45-pound Ohio Power Bar. So that one is in case I decided to bring it to the gym. That one is also the first one I got before I decided to get the IPF 20 kg version. But the 45-pound version is also aggressive. Same thing basically. And yeah, have the kg version, have the pound version. And then obviously you know about the loadable dumbbells, also by Rogue. That one's 15 pounds each. So I load the 15-pound loadable dumbbells with the Rogue 25-pound calibrated plates. So those are specifically, the green ones are specifically for that. Because the dumbbells can max out to 315 pounds with the calibrated plates. I measured the thickness and everything, and I need a very heavy dumbbell. I don't know if I'll ever end up rowing 315 pounds or whatever, but the option's there. I have a Landmine attachment, and then if I ever use the Landmine, because I have the two different barbells, I end up using the 45 Bear Steel one, the cheaper one, 4 rows, just in case it does bend. But because it's so stiff and it's such a high tensile strength, it probably won't happen. But if it does happen, I go heavy enough. I want to make sure that the good bar does not bend. So that's why I also have 2 bars. So the bench I also have is the Iron Master bench. This one has a hybrid pad on it. So basically it's thicker on one side and thinner on the other side. And that is because the thinner side is used for more range of motion exercises. Like if I decide to do an incline press or incline fly, anything that involves needing more range of motion instead of being blocked by a thicker pad. And the thicker pad is specifically used for bench press. So you can basically have an IPF certified powerlifting type of height as well as type of width. So it gives you better dig into your scapulas can dig into the bench better. And yeah, the bench can go into an incline. It's really cool because there's certain attachments to it. I have a leg extension attachment, so I can do leg extensions and leg curls. I also have a crunch attachment or sit-up attachment, and the attachment you can basically go super high in terms of incline. The bench itself has over 1,000 pound loadable capacity, and yeah, it's really cool, super grippy. And with this entire setup, it did cost a lot of money. But the thing is that I wanted to invest in equipment that I could use. If I just got semi-decent equipment, I don't know necessarily if I would want to stop going to the gym or using the gym as my main source of where I'm lifting. So now that I have everything I wanted, I mean, a gym is not going to have a 20 kg Ohio Power Bar, IPF certified. It's not going to have calibrated plates, at least not the specialized powerlifting ones. Specialized powerlifting ones like Zoo Culture or Barbell Brigade will have stuff like that. But those memberships are like $60 to $100 a month. So basically I have everything I want. I have the cage with the safety slings, like monolift attachment, like literally everything that I want and need is here. And that is a big advantage of a home gym, is that you can get whatever you want. There are still things coming, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed this and it was very informative, give you guys ideas for your home gym. And I'll see you guys in the updated home gym tour.